Hi everyone, welcome back to Array series. Hope you are doing good. This is Mahesh. In this video, we will try to find the largest or the smallest number in an array. So, if you see a real-time example, maybe there are scores available, and you want to find the highest scored number in the available scores. So that might be one of the real-time example, or there are different temperatures that are logged for a particular day and you want to find the highest temperature that is recorded on that particular day or the lowest temperature recorded on that particular day. So in such cases, so what we will do? So before that, as usual, so these are our few steps that we follow in each video in this particular series, and we will keep them aside and let us try to start with these points. So first one is, we will first try to understand the problem, then we will try to understand the constraint, and then further we will follow the steps as usual. So we understood that we will have to find the largest or the smallest number in the given array. Correct, right? Now, if that is the case, what are the constraints? What are the constraints? So basically, our array contains at least one element or one or more elements. That is one constraint. And also our array may contain elements that are maybe positive or maybe negative. So that is one more constraint. So with that, let us try to proceed further to find the largest or the smallest number in the array. So maybe you can pause for a second and you can think for the solution. Okay. So now, what is the idea or the intuition behind this? Why the interviewer wants to find something logic behind this problem? So maybe what we can do, so here the numbers that are given are not in the sorted order. So if we had sorted numbers, then we would have simply considered the last number as a largest number or the first number as the smallest number. But that is not the case here, because they can be in any order. So what we can do, we can sort the numbers and then we can return the last number or the first number. So based on the sorting algorithm, it can be of order n square or n log n. Okay. So if that is the case, can we somehow improve, or can we find the largest or the smallest number in order n time complexity? So that's what interviewer wants to find by giving this problem to you. Okay. So with that, let us try to proceed with the brute force solution. Okay. Now we have this particular array. Now what I will do, I will sort it. So my sorted array will be something like this. 3 is my smallest number, then 5, 7, 8, 15, 21 and 25. Now if I sort, if you want largest number, this will be your largest number. If you want smallest number, this will be your smallest number. For this example, we will consider for the largest number, we can simply modify a little bit to get it for the smallest number. So now let us try to write a pseudocode for this particular problem. So now we have a largest method name, and then it accepts a as input parameter. Then with that, what we will do, we will check if the length of array is greater than 0. So if it is equal to 0, first we will check that, then we will simply return maybe null, because we don't have anything in the array. If that is not the case, then what we can do, we can go ahead and we can sort our array A. So after sorting, we get the sorted numbers, then we can return a dot length minus 1 because it's a 0 based indexing. That's why we will have to say a dot length minus 1 because it contains index from 0 to n minus 1. So if this is for largest number, this is for largest number. If we want the smallest number, then instead of a dot length minus 1, we can simply return a of 0, a of 0. So this is the pseudocode for this particular solution. Now, what is the time complexity for this? So what is the time complexity? So since we are sorting the array, even though this operation may be of order 1, since we are sorting the array, sorting can take n square or n log n. So assume it takes n log n time complexity. So it means it is going to be n log n plus order of 1. This is order of n log n plus order of 1. So somewhere it is equal to order of n log n time complexity. What about the space complexity? So we are not using anything extra here. So that's why it is maybe of order 1. Okay. Now if you see, this is our time complexity. Okay. So is there any way we can improve this particular algorithm? Yeah, let's see that. Here what we are doing, first we are sorting the array and then we are taking the last number. But now let us take the same array . Okay. Now what I will do, I will initially say, I will take a variable called large and I will assign first number to it. Okay. Let's assume my largest number in the array is 21. Okay. So I am taking first number and I am assigning it to my variable large. Then what I will do, I will iterate from the first index. So these are the indexes. Okay. The 0th indexed value, I am assigning it to large and then I am starting from first index. I will check whether 15 is greater than this particular value. Is it so? No. So let it be. Then again I will move to next number. Is 7 greater than 21? No. I'll move to next number. Is 8 greater than 21? No. I'll move to next number. Is 3 greater than 21? No, that is not the case. I'll move to next number. Is 5? No. Is 25 greater than 21? Yes. Once this number is greater than this particular number, what I will do, I will simply update this with the new largest number. Okay. Now after this, if I increment, my array gets exhausted. So now at the end, I will get my largest number and I can simply return this number. Okay. So if you see the previous algorithm, it took n log n, but this one, it is of order n because max to max, we will iterate through entire array once. That's why it is of order n. Okay. Let's write this in pseudocode. So again, largest, it will take array A as input, then it will do the checking and it will return null, same as above. Then after that, what I will do, I will start from before this. What I will do, I will take a variable large and I'll assign my first value in the array to number variable large. Okay. Now I will use I for loop from I equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Then what I will do, I will check if a of I, if it is greater than the large, then what I will do, I will simply update large equal to a of I. So once this for loop completes, I will simply return my large. Okay, so this is how we find the largest number in the array. Okay, so this is of order n, and also it is not using any extra space. That's why space complexity is of order 1. Space complexity is of order 1. Okay, let's see this code in action. Number.js file here. Now let us try to write a function largest which accepts a, which is an array of numbers. Now I will check if a dot length is equivalent to 0, then I will simply return null because I don't have anything in the array. Now after this, what I will do, I will sort my array. So I will do a dot sort a comma b such that a minus b. This will give me the sorted array. Okay. Now after this, I will return a dot length minus 1, which gives me the largest number. Okay. With this, let's call our largest method with array. Let's give the input 7, 8, 3, 5 and then 25. Now what I will do, I will have to call this inside console statement so that we can see the output on the console. Now let me execute. So this gives me 25, which is the largest in this particular array. Okay, so this is of order n log n because we are using sorting. So now let us improvise this. So I will call this as optimal and it takes order n time complexity. Okay, so now again I'll use this base condition and then I will take a variable large and I will assign my first number to it. Okay, now let me write a for loop. Let I equal to 1. Here I starts from 1 because we have already assigned the number at 0th index to large, so there is no point in checking the number by comparing with the same number. So I less than a dot length I plus plus. Then what I will do, I will use a if statement. I will check if a of I is greater than my large, then simply update large with a of I. If it is not, then it will simply continue. Then what I will do, I will return my variable large. So I will comment out these things. Now let me execute the same. We will get the same output, 25 as the largest number. If we want the smallest number, then what we can do, we can simply change this to less than. Then if we execute, then we will get the smallest number in the array. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you liked the content. If that is the case, please consider subscribing to my channel and also share it with your friends and like the video. Thanks for watching the video.